Infinite Singularity is raiding with a party of 69.
They're great! They're great!
Holy smokers! Welcome in, Finite Singularity and friends. 69-person raid. Noise. So noise. Right join best join raid. Right join best join raid. Okay. Thank you Adlaha for that delicious follow and welcome to the channel. Finite, how was your stream? Rascal, thanks for that as well. Appreciate the follow. So nice to see you all here. Holy moly. This is absolutely an incredible start to the stream. I have to say, this is not our usual start. First of all, it's Thursday, not Friday. First time for me streaming on a Thursday. So that's quite interesting. Second interesting thing, it's a raidathon, in case you haven't noticed. Finite, thank you very much for the raid. Let's see, Finite, how good you have been with your clip hygiene. But first we have to say thank you to Yost for that gifted sub to Manny. Wow, thank you so much. Nice. Panther, thank you for the 100 bits as well. Mega hype. Mega hype. Overload hype. Finite. Let's check out a clip.
This all the pages that we have to build. Thank you for the water, Frida, as well as Stone Monkey Research. How you doing there?
Oh, Manny! Manny, thank you.
He gets a little skeptical when he sees the dog coding, I think.
Oh my god, this is overload, chat. This is overload. What is happening?
We'll have to see. He's not Lumberjack. Lumberjack's a good coder.
Absolute chaos!
Water guy, I don't know. I don't know why, but he just doesn't really have interest. But he does. I mean, look at that. I can see the little screen here that he's staring at us over our shoulder.
Excuse me, chat. We are experiencing minor technical difficulties. What is wrong with you people?
What is wrong with you people? Why would you do this? It's a raidathon! What is happening? Oh my gosh, chat. Madness. Absolute madness. And I can't see properly. Thank you, Dr. Dynamite. I can't even see properly anymore. Look, I'm looking down on all of you. All of you in the chat.
Woo! Tiny people in the chat. Tiny people in the chat. Absolute garbage. eGPU coming in handy right about now. Indeed. I'm running a Intel 2019 MacBook Pro with an eGPU. That is why everything is actually still working. Raid my phone. Oh my gosh, what a welcome. Yes. Intel inside.
PSA to everyone, right join is the best join kappa.
I think someone paid you to say that, Splashly. Did someone pay you to say that? I feel like someone paid you to say that.
We're going outside!
Where is my window with all of my data cafe links? 1 second, please, chat. I need to find it, and I can't see anything.
Fine. I'll say I'm sorry.
No, be sincere. Like this.
Where did it go?
I'm sorry.
I was pretty sure I had it.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, it's here.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
It was minimized.
I'm sorry.
Right join is for dummies.
That's the one.
Outer join is best join.
Ooh, outer join. Exotic. Very exotic, Steve. So listen, I need to say some more thank yous.
PSA, Splashly is not allowed to ever lie, and must always speak the truth.
Thank you, Manny and Splashly and Finite and Sociable Steve for those gift subs. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I am overwhelmed by the amount of support that I'm getting. during this beautiful Thursday that we have here. And thank you to Rugmat for those 100 bits.
I'd like to
You were
speak
also
to the
first
manager.
today. You would like to do that, wouldn't you, Sketch? Oh my gosh, it is never ending. Splashly, right join is the best join! You have not. How dare you? Have you just actually chosen right join specifically? That wasn't anonymous, was it? That wasn't anonymous. Oh my gosh. Y'all are crazy. Ben! Oh my gosh, thank you for the gift subs, everybody. This is very, 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 very generous. Very generous. It's highly appreciated, really. I had an awful day today, to be very honest with you. But watching the Raidathon today has been my escape. My escape from this situation that I was having, which unfortunately I cannot talk too much about. How can we make it better? This is already making it infinitely better, Splashly. And we have great stuff planned for today, but unfortunately we only have 2 hours and 51 minutes remaining because we are on a tight schedule. Emote only chat, Flyboy. Holy moly. Okay, we can do that. It will, however, not silence many viewers because many people have VIP and can therefore continue to chat. But yes, of course, we can certainly do that.
Information. Zeros never lie.
Splashly, I'll get to your time warp in a moment. First, I would just like to make sure that I haven't missed anyone coming in, making sure that I'm welcoming
Clip and a clap.
everyone
And then you've
equally.
got your Twitch clip.
Yes, if you feel like clipping, please clip as much as you can. Clipping is always good. Hype is always good. So we've got the entire claw representing. We've got garbage. We've got the entire claw representing.
Mayor Bowser and Chancellor Fairby.
Dr. Dynamite, Finance Singularity, Halifax, White Panther, Jay Walter, Metal and Coffee, UK,
Thread.
Medals,
Do you know what?
Social
Don't even
Steve,
get me started.
and that noob.
Whenever
Ooh.
I see
Ooh.
the phrase "a thread,"
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Charmander.
it's just
Ooh.
sorry to any of you who have used it, but it just sounds
Oh my gosh.
so self-aggrandizing. I don't know why. When I see the thread and the point
Very nice
and,
clip, Panther.
and a thread, it's as if like
Perfect clip. A thread. Perfect clips. A thread. Welcome in, Flyboy, as well to you, Manny Moki, Rugmat, Ian Alex Hart, Yost, Splashly.
YMCA.
Oh, I can't believe someone clipped that. Steffi. We've got tons of other really, really cool peeps in here. Welcome to all of you. There's just too many people here for me to say hello to everyone individually. But I welcome all of you to the stream. Splashly, what clip are we going to get?
To get a position elsewhere. For a
Ooh,
lot of different
early morning.
reasons, like just the fact that the market, well, at least here anyways, the market's flooded with juniors. And there's already like a very limited amount of opportunities for juniors in tech here. A lot of companies don't want to invest the time and money into them. So it makes it that much harder.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that was that. You need to do some clip hygiene, Splashly. It's possible, certainly possible. What I'd like to say is thank you to everyone for, you know, being here. Ooh, Steve! Well, you're shouting at everyone. We can shout out everyone. Why not? We can. We have time. We have time, of course. Of course we have time. It's not like there's a deadline or anything, you know, ticking clock or anything. There's no clock. There's no clock. But yes, we'll combine everything. 2 time warp scans, hands-on, and cute bunny. Let's do everything at the same time. Why not? Let's do it. Okay, here we go. A short ad, a real one. And I will be back momentarily with water. Because I'm parched. I see you tried to wait for as long as possible before switching the scene. Maybe.
Clean up, Steve.
Maybe. I can neither confirm nor deny, Rugmat.
Stress testing
Oh,
the
the voice
GPU.
distort. Ah, yeah. Oh, okay. Can you clip that? I'm actually curious what it sounds like. Rugmat.
Is this a double
If you
distort?
clip it, I'll thank you for clipping.
What is happening? Is this was that a double distort? No, it wasn't. It was a singular distort, right? I hope. Chat! We're going outside! Hype train level 4. Thank you very much, chat, for the hype.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I got a new emote. Yes! Woo! 90 millions! Oh my god! I can't keep track of all the redemptions. That's actually kind of cool. This feels like a 1,000-person stream. That's what it feels like right now. And yes, Rugmat, I did see your redemption. I do enjoy how emote-only chat does not change anything. Yeah. Welcome in, Jay Barty. Nice to see you as well. What will happen now? Oh wow, it supersedes the other filter. Clippy went missing? Where did it go? Did it redeem? Did you redeem Clippy? Oh no. Oh yeah, that doesn't work on this scene. That doesn't work on this scene, Dr. Dynamite. I'm so sorry about that. Can I run it again somehow? I don't think so. I can redeem it for you. I can redeem it for you once we're back on the other scene. Definitely. I redeemed a corker of a joke. I'm very excited. I will go back and find it, I promise. Okay, what we definitely need to do... Okay, so this is over. I'm not cute. I'm just protecting my identity. Hey, noob! Welcome in! You missed the whole Raidathon, but now I can finally watch. You did not miss the whole Raidathon. It's 38 hours. My voice is still cute? Thank you, Rugman. Appreciate that. Wait, it's cute? It's cute and protected? It's cute and anonymized? Because that's pretty funny. Oh my gosh. That's actually pretty... Not protected. Oh, wait. So the cute filter must be over the G... Oh, that's interesting. Okay. That's interesting. That's good for me to remember next time. My identity is not fully protected right now. I'm just cute.
Okay. Now I'm not cute anymore. But now my voice will be anonymized, probably. I think. Probably. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so the order of those filters. Thanks, Rugman. Appreciate you. So, we're doing 2 time warps. Flyboy and Splashly. Splashly, you were first. Do you have a motif for the time warp that you would like to do? This is not Maddie's stream. I'm just a placeholder for him at the moment. Anonymous streamer 193129. Correct. So yeah, Splashly, if you have a motif that you'd like Maddie to do on the time warp, then let us know. Let us know. Otherwise, he's going to have to improvise, and that could go one way or another. Also, Flyboy, how are you able to talk in emote only? Oh, you're right, that's emotes. Welcome in that noob. Did we shout out that noob yet? I don't think we have. Let's do that. Newbie boy. Oh, it's the wrong one. It's the wrong newbie. It's a double underscore.
Responsiveness is just out of my league. I just can't do CSS UI UX shit. I can't do it. I just can't code, and that's it. No UI stuff. I can't do it. It's just waste of time all the time.
I'm back, yo! I'm back. Okay, time warp time. So, Splashly, sorry, I gotta go back in chat because I feel like I'm missing everything on chat. Yes, Steffi, I've disabled the bunny suit, and that's not because I don't want anyone to do it. It's because it is 27,000 million. I don't even know. There's not even a real number for this. It's 27. million degrees in this room, and I cannot put on. I can't put it on. It's just too warm. It's too hot. It's too hot. I know I owe you, Flyboy. I know I owe you the redemption. I know. I haven't forgotten. I've written it down on my piece of paper. But until they fix this, if you're looking to be a junior dev, hit me up. My company's always looking for new talent. Reverse bunny suit at the hot tub. No. New heat scale for bunny suits? One bunny suit is 100,000 degrees Celsius? Something like that. Irish John, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Not tubs. I could try living somewhere cooler, but that would mean not streaming as much, probably. I don't know. Okay, so Splashly redeemed a time warp first. I don't know what direction you want. I don't know what you want. So I'm just gonna have to interpret and guess about what you want. I have no idea what you wanted. I hope this is what you wanted. And that is what you get. That is your time warp. There you go. Flyboy, do you have any preferences for your time warp? We're on a tight time budget here, unfortunately. Yes, it's a small world indeed, Irish John. You know me, I don't know. Exactly. Yeah, it's true. Let's try maybe something like this. Oh yeah. Someone said long boy. Sketch, I think that fulfills your desires, if I understood correctly. I hope you enjoyed that, because I'm literally never doing that again to my face. So, chat. We have to talk about something before we start the stream. We have to talk about something, chat. It's a very serious thing. I have to pause the music for this as well. Chat. I've discovered a secret about OBS. It's a secret about OBS that you will never, ever, in your wildest dreams, have thought is possible. Can anyone guess what this might be? Because when I saw this, blew my mind. Absolutely mind blown.
That really blew my mind.
Exactly. Like, you wouldn't believe. Chat. Do any of you know where the OBS logo comes from?
Distort on.
Yeah. Is it another thing Steffi is the boss of? No. No. So all of you are probably deeply familiar with the OBS logo. I think all of you are deeply familiar with the OBS logo.
Right?
Distort off.
Who does not know the OBS logo? I am very big brained. Me figuring this out was a big brain move. Okay? Let's dive in. This is the OBS logo, chat. You've all seen it before. It sits in the taskbar while you're streaming. You're deeply familiar with it. But what's crazy is OBS, the logo, comes from somewhere else. It comes from a deep, dark place in the United States of America. Can anyone guess where that place is? Because I'm about to reveal, for the first time ever, there has been no traffic about this on the internet. No one knows about this secret. And this is not clickbait. It is actually legitimately just too weird to be a coincidence. The OBS logo is none other than the Department of Transportation of the United States of America. Look at the similarities in these two logos and tell me that OBS did not get inspired by the Department of Transportation of the United States of America. This is beyond even just coincidence. It is too similar. It is not possible that someone could come up with this logo that is not inspired by them. So here I am as a streamer telling you for the first time about this. And so if you ever hear about this again, please credit me. Thank you so much. It's reversed with bits missing.
And a clap. And then you've got your Twitch clip.
Thank you for someone clipping this. Okay.
That really blew my mind.
Now, if I was a conspiracy theorist, I might say there's some sort of deep secret about OBS, that maybe secretly it's sponsored or co-founded by the Department of Transportation. I don't know. There's maybe some like weird conspiracy there. I don't know, chat. But I don't know what to tell you. More, I can't tell you more. However, aliens. Hold on. No, I need to do it properly. I gotta do it properly. Aliens. So I looked up the dates because I was curious about whether there were any coincidences in dates or times of overlapping stuff. There isn't any overlap. But OBS was definitely founded after the Department of Transportation of the United States of America. So it's not a case of the Department of Transportation taking OBS's logo, just to be very... Anyway, I wanted to tell you all about this. Hello, CFC. The wheels are in motion for the DOT taking over the world. Yeah, that's a serious rabbit hole. They might find me. I hadn't thought about that. They could find me, actually. Slightly concerning. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of creepy, actually. So anyway. Anyhow. I should probably protect myself. You're right, Steffi. You know what? You're right. I should protect myself. I need this now.
Yeah, see? Hi everyone, my name is Anonymous Streamer 416412, and today I have been assigned, whose channel is this? Matty2Shoes' channel to stream. What does Matty2Shoes normally do on stream? I have no idea. I've just been assigned this channel as part of the GDPR pool. Okay, there's a browser window here. I guess...
Garbage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, look, there's an article here. Maybe Matty2Shoes wanted to go through this. Data Cafe? Data Cafe? Oh, wait. I think I can read what the Data Cafe is somewhere. Hold on a second. I need to do some secret hacking on his computer. Some secret hacking. Okay. Very interesting. Yes. Okay. The Data Cafe is apparently a format for a stream that Matty2Shoes normally does on Fridays, where he recaps some data and tech news of the week, or recent news. Okay. That's interesting. I did see in chat earlier someone talking about the greatest show on earth. Yes, exactly. I won't do it justice. You know what? It's probably best that I bring back Matty2Shoes. And it's not Friday. That's true. So why would he be doing this today? There must be a reason. There must be a reason. What's this in the title? RAIDATHON. Claw RAIDATHON. What is that? I don't understand what that is. Claw. That's the stream team he's on. Oh, this all makes sense. Okay, so Matty2Shoes is on a RAIDAthon and with his stream team, the Claw. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I think I should bring Matty Two Shoes back. Okay, this all makes sense. This all makes complete sense now. So if Matty Two Shoes was here, then he could do all of those things that he normally does on his Friday stream today, Thursday. Right? Am I seeing this correctly, chat? Or this is what my understanding is. I think. Right? Yeah. Okay. Dr. Dynamite.
You wanted me to tell your joke? Here's Dr. Dynamite's joke, everyone. Old data analysts never die. They just get broken down by age. Very nicely done, Dr. Dynamite. Very nicely done. Now, I know that this is a very bright article. This is the first topic of today's Data Cafe. So I believe this Anoni person who was here earlier was talking about this. So I normally on Fridays, I would normally, thank you very much, Panther. There's not a lot of difference, to be honest, between that. Normally on Fridays, we're going to go through the Data Cafe, which is covering tech and data news of the week. And it's Thursday, so there's no reason that we can't do that. Old dinos never die, they just rotate by 5 degrees. Nice sketch. Very nice. Or rotate their head by 5 degrees. Ooh, there's some banter there. If you want to know more about that story, you might want to join our Discord. You will find out more about that. Did that, I feel like that didn't paste the command. There we go. So, I myself am a very new creator to Patreon. If you don't know what Patreon is a way for you to subscribe to creators, to let them know that you want to support them financially. And you get different reward tiers for that. DigiDesigned, hello, welcome in. Very nice to see you. Welcome to the channel. So Patreon, if I look here, oh, excuse me. That's not what I wanted to show. Highly confidential, public page. Yeah, here we go. So, here we go. So we've got 4 tiers on the Patreon page. And basically you can decide which tier you want to support a creator at. The creators can put whatever prices they want. They can put whatever rewards they want as part of those tiers. It's basically a way for you to show support to the creators that you like, while giving them a very large percentage of that money, because Patreon takes a fairly small cut in comparison to other platforms. Patreon's cut overall is around the sort of 8 to 10% mark maximum, depending on how much the tiers are and stuff like that. Twitch's cut is 50% on subs, for example. So when you subscribe on Twitch and the subscription costs you $5.99, I only get half of that, and Twitch gets the other half. So generally speaking, creators like Patreon because it's a more stable form of income than subscriptions as well on Twitch, which fluctuate monthly, and Patreon renews monthly automatically, I believe. So Patreon came out with this creator census, and I thought this is a bit of a different way to look at something. But I thought it might be interesting to look at a data perspective of a creator platform. So this isn't a classic news article that fits into the Data Cafe format, but it's also not a Friday with a traditional Data Cafe, so we can break all the rules, right? We can break all the rules. So this was a report that they made called the Creator Census. And it's basically a very large survey that got sent out to all of the creators earning income on Patreon. This is an important fact. the only creators that actually earn income on Patreon were surveyed. They have more users on Patreon than they do so how could I say this? The percentage of people earning income on Patreon is not their total user base, right? Let's say they have 1 million people on Patreon. Some percentage of that is actually earning income. The rest are not. They don't have any patrons. What's interesting here is they tell you how many this is. So they've polled 13,000 earning creators. Thank you, Dr. Dynamite, for sending those good vibes in. 13,000, in terms of statistics, is very representative as a sample, provided that the population is not extremely large, okay? You can actually do there's a little tool from MailChimp called MailChimp Survey Sample Size, I believe it's called. So you can do the math yourself. Oh, SurveyMonkey it is. Sorry, SurveyMonkey. So if, let's say Patreon's user base is 100,000 users, and they wanted to be within 95% confidence level, they wanted to have a 5% margin of error. You don't need to know these specific things. You can go read them up later. They would need to poll 383 to be relatively accurate. If they wanted 1% margin of error, they would need to poll 8,700 users. So you can see that by them polling 13,000, I don't know what their population is, but I'm assuming 13,000 creators earning money, there's probably something like 500,000 users on their platform, probably. You can see that this number doesn't go up by a lot anymore. It's just to do with statistics, how a smaller group can still be representative of a much larger group. That's kind of the point of that. So the Patreon survey is pretty interesting because you've got creators from 113 different countries in 18 different languages. Here, 250,000 plus creators active on Patreon. 6 million active patrons, of which 13,000 are earning. Are you talking about creators or patrons? Users? Because there's two sides to this story sketch, right? There's basically people who are creators. 6 million users, yeah. So 13,000 out of 250,000 is really representative. That's quite good. So these are all the things. Now, this is quite interesting to show what the primary creative mediums are. There's largely video, writing, audio, and visual arts, which I understand to be basically art in any shape or form. That's basically the bulk of it, is these 4 mediums. There are other things too, like games or game mods or photography or the other category, which could be literally anything else. Like, for example, I don't know, I'll send you code. I send you code at the end of the month or something, I don't know. And this is just about tenure. That wasn't that interesting. There's a thing about fans, which doesn't really apply to Twitch creators. And this is what I thought was very important. This is really important to understand. On average, Patreon is 40% of someone's income. So if you're a creative professional, then a bulk of your income coming in every month is coming from Patreon, which of course is why you would dedicate so much time and effort to curating your Patreon. Makes sense, right? Also, terrible choice of visualization. This is not the right place to use the pie chart, in my opinion. I would have chosen something else here. But yeah, and then there's like, depending on what your type of business is, obviously your stuff is going to be different. Subscriptions on other platforms other than Patreon could be, for example, Twitch users, Twitch creators. Commissions could be Twitch creators as well if they're a digital artist, for example, and other could literally be anything, right? So yeah, other people also have it as a side hustle, because there's 11% of people saying that they have a job related to their creative pursuits on top of Patreon, which means that Patreon is like a subsidy towards their income or base income, but I don't understand that percentage, because it means that someone's working but only very part-time, or they have a lot of patrons. I don't know exactly. Like, I don't really understand that. Now, in terms of benefits, I think it's really interesting how they have created the perfect platform, in my opinion, if this is what the respondents say. That the most popular benefits you provide your Patreon members are exclusive content and early access to content. Now, this is aside from just supporting someone. There is a very, very large amount of people on Patreon, so of these 6 million users, who pledge to someone with literally just a support tier, saying, hey, I'm going to give you $1 a month, or I'm going to give you $2 a month, or whatever it is, to tell you that I support your work. There's a lot of people doing that. They don't actually get anything in return other than, you know, thank yous or whatever from the creators. And then exclusive content and early access to content is basically just time. It's basically just time sensitive, which means, or like feature gating, if you want to call it like from a product term. But what, Steffi, if we need to see how much pie has been eaten? Okay, then a pie chart is very relevant. Then you should use a pie chart. So it's really interesting. They've built a platform which plays exactly into these three things, which I think is very, very powerful. Because that you can do a lot with those things without having to do crazy custom stuff. You can do a lot. And then, of course, there's kind of everything else. Can you use a cake chart? I've never seen a cake chart, but in theory you could. I think so. So then there's the tier names, which, of course, none of my tiers even remotely resemble this, because yeah, I went with like technical names because I thought it would be funnier. So that's not about that. And then it just talks about how often people post. We can see that it's like 2 to 3 times a month, so almost once a week is the kind of majority. And it seems to be accepted that you can go anywhere between several times a week and once a week, kind of. That's kind of the range. I'm normally posting twice a week at minimum, because I have 2 streams a week, and I post stream recaps on Patreon, which are free to read, by the way. They're not gated, they're not content gated, so you can read them even if you're not a patron. Marble says, I think the reasoning is that pies are always round. Cakes can be a polygon. Oh yeah, cakes can be a polygon, so that wouldn't work. Several times a week or once a week reminds me of something else. What does it remind you of, Steve? Be careful with your language. So yeah, so then they talked about like pain points and stuff like that, and feedback channels, and it's really interesting, and this is where Patreon is headed. Video is 40% of creators' top 2 priorities. Video. So Patreon started trialing native video. It's not that great though compared to YouTube. Definitely not. There's more content organization and improved posting. Those are basically the number one things. And honestly, that is their whole platform. The other stuff, like solving billing confusion or stronger foundation, I don't even know what that means, honestly. I think that they could do better. I would have personally voted for the insights part. Patreon doesn't have an insights API where you can pull like data down from regularly. They just provide CSV exports. And I think they could do a lot better here in terms of that. So anyway, this is what's interesting. This is a very powerful chart because they have categorized this into a double dimension chart. So they've said, first of all, what percentage of people rate something, and the second dimension is the category itself. So the way that we would read this is gift memberships, for example. 48% of creators said this was crucial for them. That's the blue category. And that's really interesting to read into this. I mean, I am a fresh creator on Patreon, and I'm probably not the norm in terms of creator. but I could see like one-time tips and gift memberships being actually quite powerful. New patron data, I don't know what that means exactly. Patron notifications, we can always improve notifications. Twitch's notifications are also garbage. I think it's just, you know. Anyhow, so that I thought was interesting. So yeah, crypto is basically not important for people. That's what they said overall. And this is like, is this surprising? I don't understand why they even asked this question, because literally the only purpose of people on Patreon is to grow their audience. They're obviously trying to get bigger because then they earn more money. So all the things here play into this, so I didn't think that was a very good survey question, to be honest with you. So yeah, so that was a wrap up. As usual, the link to this will be in my Patreon wrap up that I do for each stream, so the stream recaps. I'll have all the links to the stuff that we discussed today in there. And now I would like to talk about deepfakes. Who here knows what a deepfake is? Has anyone heard of a deepfake before? Because I initially heard the word and didn't know what it meant. And then I watched a really cool video from Corridor Crew. Well, actually the timer is being covered here. Should we do that? I watched a really good video from Corridor Crew, the YouTube channel, where they talk about how they made a Tom Cruise deepfake. Are you encouraging people to Google deepfakes? Well, no, I'm just asking, is everyone familiar with the term to understand how deep I should go into the explanation? Isn't that when you swim to the bottom of the ocean and repeat tabloid headlines? Noob is his own deepfake. Basically, a deepfake is a video that is created based on material that is from another person, but is then faked, is then created from scratch to be fake. And not actually, that person never actually said those things or, you know, acted that way. They never actually, the person was never recorded doing or saying those things. The most infamous one was Obama. Yes, so there have been quite a few fake ones. Tom Cruise, Obama, there's a ton of Trump ones. Basically, the idea is, as Steve says, using machine learning to produce false media. And so, logically, anyone who has a ton of media presence, who gets recorded a lot, gets to be a potential target of a deepfake. So even someone like myself, or anyone else from the Claw, for that matter, even someone like Ryan. Hello, Ryan, by the way. Welcome in.
Greenfield, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Greenfield. I'm just writing down like these users.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Project.
Very interesting.
I don't know. That could be a tech lead. That could be an architect. That could be whoever, like you said, has some decision-making power.
Sure. And then who else? You were saying somebody who's never like written a line of code before.
Yeah, I'm thinking like kind of along the lines like the hobby project thing. It's like, hey,
So the thing is, also Ryan, you should do a bit of clip hygiene. That wasn't so bad though, to be fair. It was just sort of like showing what your channel's like. I think you could probably have better clips in there though. Anyway, so anyone who streams is a potential target, because anyone who streams, there's a ton of video material out there in relatively high quality about them. So if you took all of my VODs and you were downloading my VODs or downloading my clips and stuff, you could train a machine learning model to be me and create some fake material about me. And actually, it's even worse, because in my situation, I'm actually very consistent with my lighting, very consistent with with the positioning of the camera. So I'm actually prime material for being deepfaked. Panther says she would love to be deepfaked within reason. I think that is a very clippable statement. So I think you should say that on your stream tomorrow, Panther. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool, creating your own deepfake. However, there is a huge stone in your way now. Namely, Google has banned deepfakes from its machine learning platform. So you can no longer use Google Colab to create deepfakes. And it's very interesting because Google generally doesn't take these kinds of decisions about how their software is used. It's very, very rare for them to draw a line somewhere because their tools are generally just free to use for everyone. At least there's a free tier and then you start paying afterwards. And what they've said is that they have just made this change, but they haven't made an announcement about it. At least as of the time of writing, I haven't been able to find a statement. But basically, there is now a basically a warning that comes up. Sorry. There's now a warning that comes up telling you that you're not allowed to run this type of code. Seriously, Pat? Someone deepfaked the CEO, the only way Google could truly care. That's true, Ryan. That's true. That's a very good reason. What about just a deepfaked voice? Channel Point Redemption makes Salma say, oh, that could be fun, actually.
PSA to all Twitch streamers. Do not wait over a year to start cleaning your clips, lol, you will have a bad time, I promise. How deep can you fake it, Matty?
What is wrong with you people? Karen, you're so rude. Deepfaked voices, I don't know if that counts as a deepfake. I think it still counts. I guess the generally accepted definition of deepfake is either audio or video, to be honest.
Fake me deep, Matty.
So,
fake me
yeah.
Deep before you go.
You are all disgusting, and I love all of you. So Google didn't make an official announcement, but basically there was a project called Deepface Lab, and they were used in the creation of one of the Tom Cruise deepfakes that went viral. And Deepface Lab is the most popular one for doing that. Including deepfake prawn, by the way. And it's very, very bad. It's very, very bad, actually, for that purpose, because it is that simple to do. It is that simple for someone to copy a notebook into their Google Drive, change a few parameters, and upload material, and then basically go at it and create a deepfake. And so Google, yeah, like basically said, we regularly monitor avenues for abuse in Colab that run counter to Google's AI principles while balancing supporting our mission to give our users access to valuable resources such as TPU and GPU. And this was, deepfakes were added to our list of activities disallowed from Colab runtimes last month in response to our regular reviews. That's basically the only thing that they've said. Marble, the original deepfake was the Orson Welles War of Worlds, October 1938. They did a broadcast and made it like an RPG for Halloween, but people thought it was actual news broadcast that aliens had landed. Ooh, nice. Very nice. So if you want to make deepfake, you can no longer use Google's Colab for it. I think there are other platforms out there that you can certainly use for making deepfakes. I would advise you to be very careful about what you do with that deepfake video, because it can easily be misinterpreted. If it is of sufficient quality, which a lot of them are, they can easily be misinterpreted as the real thing.
What's that smell? Failure.
But how will I use my deepfakes without Colab? I don't know, Ryan. I really don't know.
I'll say I'm sorry.
No, be sincere.
There are
like
also, Rugmat, and all other VIPs in chat.
I'm sorry.
2 new memes
I'm sorry.
for you.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
And I shall give no
I'm
tips.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Good, that's the one.
I shall give no tips because last time
I am
there is a drop.
getting a text
What?
message.
There should be a drop.
There it is.
What? Wait a second.
Another powerful reason for insisting on Intel Inside.
Where the heck is the drop? Why is that not in there? Okay, that's odd. Oh my gosh. No way! Panther Chicken's here! Okay, let me check, That's weird. Let's check Pixel Plush. It's a bit strange. Pluck you, man! Are they commands or just keywords?
Again,
both. Everybody for
engaging in this nonsense.
Nonsense clips. Nonsense clips. Jay Walters clips are nonsense. It's the same one all the time. Games for Twitch. We're missing Gaston, mother of chickens. Yeah, where is Gaston? I wonder where Gaston is. I wonder where Gaston is. Grant Twitch permissions. Oh, maybe the permissions expired. That could be.
My faith in data, information. Ones and zeros never lie.
Okay. This team requires the add-on. No. I don't need that.
And then you've got your Twitch clip.
My Panther needs to start streaming without music and sound so we can use it as input to the deepfake. Ooh.
Intel Inside.
Getting closer with the Intel one. Getting closer. Definitely. Drop game. Pixel Plus drop. Refresh. Drop. Unfortunately, Ryan, you cannot shout out if you're not a VIP. I should make you a VIP, though, seeing as you're part of the team. I don't know why that's not the case. Our time zones are directly opposed. AMD! Nicely done, Steffi. Steffi coming in clutch. For the AMD meme. Nailed it indeed. There's still one more out there. And there's actually... Is that the same clip?
I'm just writing down like these.
Yep, that's the same clip.
The list came from the internet. The international network.
It's the Claw Panther. So let me just check in the items, because I think there's actually another one that you've missed. Ah yeah, there's 2 others that have not been played. So there's actually 3 new memes. I'm not sure, actually, did someone find it? I don't think so. Okay, so let's go to... I don't know why the drop game isn't working, chat. I really don't know. It should be.
Play, then why'd you come to the party?
It's very odd, but it's fine. We'll just reset it. Not an issue.
Garbage.
That's what you say. If it was that easy, Rugman. If it was that easy. Okay, let's see if this works now. Weird. Needs to build a command to list the newest Twitch events from Memebox. Yes, you do, noob. Is it because I didn't include the command? I don't know. Like the drop game works totally fine all the time, then suddenly it doesn't, you know?
A clip, and a clap. And then you've got your Twitch clip.
Okay, it just simply doesn't work. Maybe they've got like a... I don't know, maybe they have a bug. It could be. Maybe they have a bug of some kind. I don't know. Sorry, chat. We have no available drop game today.
Just read the chat. Read the chat and wrap it up, or just read the chat and wrap it up.
I'm a Rep Panther. I love that clip. So yeah, that is another piece of news that we've covered. And speaking of AI, chat, there's another piece of news. And this is absolutely terrifying. Again, because this is not the first time that it's happened. This is not the first time that an AI or a system or even connected systems have created their own language. Not only have they created their own language, it's a frickin' secret language that we don't understand. It's the Microsoft bot all over again. That's right, where they connected two systems together and then eventually they started to speak. Oh, the drop game works again. What? Cool. Awesome. Okay, it works. Everybody drop then. Let's do it. Everybody in chat. Exclamation mark drop and then an emote of your choice. It can also be an emoji. The funnier, the better. Pineapples, apples, any kind of fruit, vegetables. Oh my god. Hype overload. Ronnie Brown dropping with the flag, the black flag. Gotta drop the deepfake. Exactly. So far, only Rugmat has landed, which is quite disappointing. Although, Yost, you might be coming in there with the candy bar. Nice. Good landing. So, it's a Scotland flag on your end. What? Really? That's so funny, Ronnie. Are you on mobile device? Steffi coming in hot? Oh, just overshot the goal there, Steffi. Just overshot. Not disappointing for now it's disappointing. You'll find it eventually, Rugmat. You'll find them. Sorry, there's two. There's two left. So there's different types of AI out there, right? Desktop, how does this look? No, that's still a black flag for me. It's literally... It's so weird. It's a black flag. Here, look, I'll show you. One sec. Yeah, this is what it looks like for me. It's a black flag. Isn't that funny? Maybe we became a pirate nation. That's so odd, though. Aren't emojis meant to be universal? Thanks for the bit, Rugmat. So anyway, there are different types of AI, right? We talked about a deepfake AI, which is audio or video manipulation, right? Where it takes that all together and it learns the pattern of the person or voice or both, and then it creates content out of it. There is a text AI engine called DALL-E 2. Now, this is a very fun, I have to add, text AI, because it is a text-to-image generator called DALL-E 2. And in the DALL-E 2 system, you basically put in a text input, like purple flag or black flag, and it will return an image based on that text input. That's an actual black flag, Steffi. Someone drop a white flag, would be funny. So it will just create images based on that prompt, and actually the images are pretty cool, right? It does struggle with different types of text, but, you know, for example, an image of the word airplane often leads to generated images that depict gibberish text, which is interesting. In chat, it should be the Scotland flag. Ah, Rugmat. The flag Scotland emoji is a tag sequence combining the black flag, the tag Latin small letter G, tag Latin small letter B, tag Latin small letter S, tag Latin small letter C, tag Latin small letter T, and cancel tag. These display as a single emoji on supported platforms. Interesting. So we have another Twitch conspiracy that Twitch doesn't want to show the Scotland flag, but why? That's the question. Chat, we need to get to the bottom of this. You all need to figure out why Twitch doesn't want to show the Scotland flag in chat. Why is Twitch silencing the Scottish? This is very important to figure out. So, so this DALL-E 2, you basically give it a text prompt and it should generate... It should generate garbage. No, it should generate good stuff, but it is generating garbage. Any hints? I don't know, maybe you need some help? Maybe you need some help? That's the hint for one of them. Now, we discover that this produced text is not random. So they would give it a text input, and it would produce a random image with gibberish text. But they found out that the text is actually not gibberish at all, but a hidden vocabulary. Like, what? Look at this. DALL-E 2 has a secret language. Apoploi vesreatiais means birds. Contara setnixniams lurkia. No, I don't have time. Lurkia panionons means bugs. So basically, they found out that it struggles with text. So if you say two farmers talking about vegetables with subtitles, okay. Oh, also, I forgot to do something. I should have done that. Forgot to do it. No, I did it. Forgot to change my Twitch, my Twitter name to be live. Oh, that's unfortunate. Should be changed now. Is it changed? Is it changed? Am I live? Yeah, okay. So two farmers talking about vegetables with subtitles gives an image that looks like gibberish.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
But actually, this text is not random.
And we'll do it live.
I haven't automated it. I have automated it. Oh, you mean on trigger, like go live? Oh yeah, true. I could do that actually. On start and stop streaming, I could activate a rule in ADEM that, oh, I don't know, whatever. I just press a button. Just press a button. But it's obviously too much, right, Steffi? So, anyway, basically, if they give DALL-E 2 Vicutes, then they get dishes with vegetables. This thing. Vicutes. Right? So basically they take the output and feed it back to the AI, and they come up with this vegetables. And if they feed the apoploversaris or whatever that is, they get birds. So it seems that the farmers are talking about birds messing with their vegetables. Which is crazy to think that if it's correct, then basically the AI has developed a secret language. And of course, who's to say what the implications are of this? But they're pretty bad if you think about it, because you could use this gibberish as a way to circumvent filters in the language, right? Because basically there's all these filters in place to stop people from generating obscene content with like swear words and all the policy rules that the AI has. But of course, if you can just put in, instead of like, I don't know, if you imagine like the worst, if you imagine like the worst swear words you can imagine, like, I don't know, like take a deep fake and put it in the thing you want, you know, like that kind of thing, then
I'll just read the chat.
You're not
read the
supposed
chat
to.
and wrap it up, or just read the chat
You're
and
not supposed to be
wrap it
able to generate stuff from that.
up. Repenter.
But if you fed the stuff in this secret language back to it, you could technically circumvent that. So that's kind of weird. This isn't the first time that we saw this. Like Panther mentioned before, there was a Microsoft system where this happened, and there are also other systems that have been shown to create their own language, most notably Google Translate AI. I have cleaned my clips by deleting all of them. Congratulations, Ryan. Google had this problem too. Google Translate AI in 2016. This is not news anymore. Okay? Google's AI developed its own internal language to better translate languages, which is mind-blowing. So like instead of you putting in the system school means Schule in German, for example, then you know it just has like it's like just some natural trained system that came up with its own language to do it better, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. So anyway, that's not the main news item. Hello, Ian. Welcome in. Ian, I'm glad that you have joined. However, have you been here for a while, Ian? Have you been here for a while? I didn't hear a particular sound. Exactly, Steffi. I didn't hear. I think I bumped the volume earlier too. I think I did. Oh no, I don't want to do that. No. Here. Here. Ian is the fart. Oh! Use custom frame rate control. Control audio, not via OBS. Oh, I do not have audio set. Ooh, okay. Changing my diet for a little bit. Okay. Toot toot, Ian. Toot toot. That's fine, Ian. It's no problem. We know that you would toot if you could. So this is not the first time that an AI has created its own language. Of course, this is being questioned. The whole thing hasn't been peer-reviewed yet. But, you know, this is weird. I mean, look at this. None of these pictures really have transcribable text, so I asked DALL-E to generate more whales until there was an image with text to copy. This is the first one DALL-E gave me. DALL-E with Eve whales gave me a picture of a delicious dessert, but also some footballers, some animals, and a kettle. So maybe it's not reproducible. You know, it's maybe not perfect, let's put it that way, or we're misinterpreting it or something like that. But the point of this article is that to understand that basically when you are giving control to a system that is fundamentally a black box, that's what we call a system where you don't understand the inner workings precisely, right? It's a system that you don't have the option to look into the code and understand exactly what it's doing. When you write code for an application, you can look exactly at your if loops, you can look at all of like your if statements and for loops and all that kind of stuff. You can look into those things and understand, maybe, depending on how the code is written, you can understand what happens. But with an AI, when it's developed with a mechanism that results in it being a black box, then you have no way to know exactly what its inner workings are. And that's what makes AI both at the same time immensely powerful and also immensely dangerous. So that's why I wanted to highlight this article, because it's something so banal. It's so small. Like the fact that a text-to-image AI creates some kind of garbage language. It's so not important somehow. And yet, it has implications, as we said. You can circumvent it to get past profanity filters, for example. You know? I love if loops. It's an if statement in a for is basically an if loop. Okay? That's my additional knowledge for today. I'll leave it there. Okay? Now, we talked about Google. Let's continue on the Google train.
Another powerful reason for insisting on Intel Inside.
How did that happen? How did that happen? I don't understand how that happened. If loops, be right back, going to report someone. Speaking of being right back, that's a very good idea. I need to use the bathroom. If you live in Illinois, I don't know how did what happen? I don't know. I need to use the bathroom and I shall be back in a very short minute. And I shall run a short ad so that we avoid people getting ads. There's an M1 in the Pretzel Rocks link. Oh, really? That's funny. Good job, Pretzel Rocks. See you all in a minute. Oh no, Panther, what did you do? What have you done? Shame on you, Panther.
Garbage.
What's that smell? Failure.
And Secretary Cardona and Mayor Bowser and Chancellor Fairby, you know, thank you for joining us as well. And for families across the country.
You can't stream me back to my childhood.
Same day delivery.
Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world.
What they've added is the ability to use this alias in a where clause and a group by clause and the having clause, which would normally not be possible, which is absolutely great. Wow. What are you doing? You have to watch that clip on stream that I posted. Did you post a clip? Shame on you, Panther. The music timing on this is sublime. Okay. No, Panther, what did you do? What have you done? Shame on you, Panther. Oh wow, you're right. That's smooth. No, Panther, what did you do? That's super smooth. You have to do what I say, Maddie, says White Panther. That clip missed a Santa Claus clip. Santa Claus? What do you mean by Santa Claus? I mean, Panther is our fearless leader after all, etc. Shout out Marine Mammal Rescue. Oh no. Wow, look at this high quality clip of animals on Twitch. Very, very good clip. Somebody clipped this. You have to understand that. Somebody actually clipped this. It's kind of cute though. It is cute. I found another article for afterwards.
Clip, clip, and a clap. And then you've got your Twitch clip.
Mm-hmm. That's a very long clip. Oh. Wow. Oh wow, wait, what? That was weird. The ghost. That was like the ghost. Wait, what? Ooh, white shirt as well. Look how consistent I am. Look how consistent I am. Wow. Oh yeah. Oh my god, what was that? Super consistent. Oh no. Oh no. I'm so consistent. So, Panther would say I'm uptight. Probably Panther's gonna write in chat that I'm uptight. So, do any of you live in Illinois? Don't dox yourselves. I don't know how big Illinois is. But if you live in Illinois, Google might actually owe you couple $100. Oh, Ryan, you live in Illinois. Really? Google might actually owe you money. The reason for that is... noob, you said earlier. Google and principles. That's funny, isn't it? They settled. They settled with the state of Illinois. In 2008. In 2008, okay? This is literally 14 years ago. 14! What was I doing 14 years ago? 2008. I was probably bumming around, not doing much, to be honest. 2008. I was in university. They passed an act called the Biometric Information Privacy Act. 14 years ago, you were learning PHP. Just outside Chicago, let you get your address. Exactly. Thank you very much, Ryan. Just get your address and put it in chat. That would be lovely. They passed a Biometric Information Privacy Act. On the heels of a massive payout from Facebook, and there was a similar action from Snapchat, by the way, Illinois residents might be looking at a hefty check thanks to Google Photos. So, what happened here? What happened? What happened is they settled a class action lawsuit. If you're not familiar with class action lawsuit, it's basically where tons of people get together and sue a company together rather than suing the company individually. And Google settled a class action lawsuit for $100 million. You might be asking yourself, why would Google settle for $100 million? Panther was still at music college? Oh my gosh. 14 years ago, Toefrog was an intern in his first programming gig. His nickname was Intern Boy. Oh, that's cute. Intern Boy. That is funny. 14 years ago, young whippersnapper indeed. Intern Boy, let's go! Yeah. So what did Google settle for? Any Illinois resident who appeared in an image store in photos between May 1st, 2015 and April 25th, 2022 has until September 24th to claim their cut of this $100 million settlement. Anywhere between $200 and $400 per person. It's very interesting. The reason that they settled in this case is because the law requires any company gathering biometric data to publicly display a policy detailing to users how long it will keep this information. And so Google has a face matching feature in Google Photos, and that's how they detect facial features. And Google did not declare publicly how long it will keep this information for. At least they didn't before. I think they changed it now. So Ryan, it looks like you are affected by this. Congratulations, and I'm very sorry that your face has been basically indexed by Google somewhere. You better watch out, because maybe there'll be some kind of weird deepfake at Google being created with your face. You never know, but you can definitely go get some of the money. There's a link, googlebipasettlement.com or something like that. I'm not going to go to that site on stream, but I will link it in chat for you. You feel worse for the people that have to look at my indexed face. Boom! That is savage. Absolutely savage. But brilliant. Savage, but brilliant. So yeah, honestly, I wouldn't mind looking at your indexed face. So yeah, I think that's enough about that for now. I need to go through my long to-do list. Are you putting your to-dos in my chat, noob? I don't have a to-do list. Just FYI. But yeah, noob, of course you can lurk, no problem. So we are halfway into the stream, and we have one more article to look at. Rugmat, did you manage to find the meme while I was gone?
So, what we can hear, what we can do here. See, I can't even talk. I mean, I can talk, oddly more than usual, but I can't talk.
No meme, sad. So help was in the right direction, but it's not as short as exclamation mark help. It is a little bit longer than that.
Wow.
It was a good clip, noob. Honestly, it was a good clip. It was a good clip. Can't complain about it. So I saw an article this morning.
I'm still trying to nail down my streaming schedule. Yeah, I'm still trying to nail it down, but things are going to be a lot easier now that I don't have to deal with, you know, a really slow computer. So I look forward to really being able to bang out some projects on stream.
This is a pretty good update.
Like kind of like mostly wrap up this project, because I've been working on this app.
It's a pretty... I mean, to be fair, it was a pretty good update. I don't know if it's a funny clip. If you're not aware, we will be raiding into Metal and Coffee. YMCA. We will be raiding into Metal and Coffee in an hour and a half from now, when we when we wrap up our stream on this amazing RAIDATHON. I have to say, like, maybe it's a good time, before we look at the last article, maybe it's a good time to reflect a little bit on the RAIDATHON so far, because I'm the 5th person in the chain.
Expand this to get it to do what you want it to do. Does that make sense? It's like if I crop
this from today,
it's not gonna go away, so you have to expand it out. Yeah,
That is from today.
Thanks for pointing that
That's
out. I'm
pretty
sorry
cool,
I
actually.
didn't explain that earlier. So like if I wanted to use this emote background, I can totally use that. And then on starting...
Clean up intern boy. Oh. Speaking of intern, look what I'm wearing. Still the best ones of Maddie. Oh gosh, the wiggle. The wiggle clip. If you'd like merch, you can use the exclamation mark merch command and get yourself some of that sweet merch. It's not mine, it's Panther's. But yeah, I think it's a good chance, before we look at the last article, it's a good chance to reflect a little bit on the Raidathon, because I have some thoughts that I'd like to share with all of you. There's quite a few of you here. I don't know if most of you probably know the Claw, right? But I was invited into the Claw by Panther, and honestly, it was expected that I would get an invite by that time, because you know we'd been talking a lot, and there was this community, and Panther was talking about getting partner, and was talking about creating the stream team, and it was expected that I think the people who knew. I think people who knew that were going to get an invite, but there was still so much doubt. I still had so much doubt that I would actually get an invite, because you know I don't write code actually on stream, really. I mean, yeah, SQL, but I don't do like classic web development. And at the time, I really thought that Panther was going to keep the team. I thought Panther was going to keep the team as, you know, basically programming focused, right? And at the time I didn't do any programming really. I just did SQL, which is a form of, I mean, it is code of course, but it's not like classic programming in that sense, you know, not building an application. So I was still somewhat surprised when I got the invite from Panther. Guesswork and prayer, Ryan. It should be programming instead of people reviewing clips. Ooh, shade has been thrown. Need help is very close, Rugmat. That's already very, very close. It's going to be one word as well. It's a command. Command will always be one word. Yeah, and basically, so I was really, really excited to get the invite. I remember telling my partner at the time, "Oh my gosh, Panther invited me to the team that she just formed, was like completely new, and I was one of the, I don't know how many people in the beginning to get this invite, and it was such a big moment because I realized that someone else
Get some help.
I realized that someone else kind of saw value in what I was doing on stream, if that makes sense. It was definitely a big moment of validation, definitely. Oh, we've played this one before. Okay, there's still one that you're missing, Rugman. There's still one that you're missing. There's still one that you're missing. The one that you're missing, I will try to give a hint that isn't that good. The one that you're missing, you're just here because of the data cafe. Exactly. The one that you're missing involves a data-related tool. Data cafe, I hardly know a cafe. It involves a tool that I use on it's a data-related tool. Yeah. Apparently, White Panther knows that SQL is the best programming language.
Ones and zeros never lie.
So anyway, I was more than honored to get an invite, and now a year and a half later, we sit here today with 12 people from our team raiding each other sequentially Okay, Splashly streaming twice. There's 13 streams. By the way, major shout out Splashly for doing 2, by the way, because I know you have to get up extra early for that. So mad props to you, Splashly, for that. Definitely mad props.
Probably take me a lot longer to get a position elsewhere.
Major
for
props.
a lot of different reasons, like.
Okay, you don't like this clip. That's fine. I'm cleaning clips, lol.
Probably
Okay.
take me a lot longer.
Nope, same one. It's the same one. We keep getting the same one. There are rules in place. There are rules in place, Splashly. They have to be recent.
Probably take
they
me
have
a
to
lot
have
longer.
It's not gonna happen. It's the same one over and over. Wait, what happens if you do mine now that I deleted them all? It won't play any clips for you, Ryan. That's very simple. It will just shut you out. It will just shut you out. So, yeah, and so I really wanted to do something with the team, and when Panther sent round a while ago, when Panther sent round the whole stream ideas board.
Probably take me a lot longer to get a position elsewhere.
All of you abusing the shoutout function to shout out Splashly multiple times. I mean, Splashly deserves the recognition. Just deleted the clip. I wonder how long it will take for it to get out of the cycle. Also, that potato drop. Oh, straight into my mouth. How much longer, Splashly? Great forehead.
Look at this forehead. Oh, that's not good timing. Yeah, so when Panther sent around this sort of Miro board a while back, asking for ideas and suggestions about what to do as a team, and my initial thought was we should have a massive raid train, right? Because that's one of the big things on Twitch, is raiding other channels, right? It's just one of those big things. And so I thought, you know what? I thought that would be fun, and other people in the team had obviously suggested it too. And so, yeah, that's how it came about. And now that we're doing it, it feels unreal. It totally feels unreal. To think about 38 hours of non-stop content in this, like, chain together. It's just fascinating for me to think about. I think it's really awesome. I have no idea what it's going to be like for the next... How many hours are we in now? So I'm the 5th person. All the hype indeed. So much hype. Hype overload. So there's 2 hours from... Let's check, actually. Let's do the math here. We got 2 hours from Tabs. 3 hours from Splashly, that's 5 hours. 3 hours from Toe Frog, that's 8 hours. 3 hours from Fine, that's 11. So we got 11 hours. So 38 minus 11 would be 27 hours. I've been streaming for an hour and a half. So we're like 25 and a half hours in to the Raidathon. Sorry, we have 25 and a half hours left on the Raidathon. So about a third. Yes. Rugman, I saw that I have vision problems. Thank you very much. So yeah, big love to you, Panther, for... I think all of us say this enough, but we're going to say it anyway, just to inflate your ego even more. We all love you very much. Being the stream team captain or leader, or fearless leader, as I like to say, is a big job. It's a big job to kind of steer the direction of the team. But... Wow, indeed. We love being part of the Claw. It's an amazing place. It's an amazing community. If all of you are not in the Discord, I highly recommend to join the Discord. That is where most of our conversation is taking place, next to the streams. Does Rugmac get a prize for watching it all? I actually did a bit of research. And that's the surprise I have in store for you all. I did a bit of research before about some more streaming statistics of my channel, and I found out some very interesting things, which I will be showing you shortly. That's the surprise, by the way. But yeah, I would like to say that the background is too light, so you cannot see the countdown timer up here. But we have around an hour and a half left to go before we raid into Metal and Coffee. And I just want to say thank you to all of you, not only to Panther for being our fearless leader, but to all of you for being here, for everyone else from the Claw, for being part of the RAIDATHON. It is so much fun to think about being part of this kind of big thing that's happening, and it's amazing, honestly. I'm not stalling, Ryan. I'm not stalling, I promise. Matt Blue, thank you for the follow. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Matt Blue X8. It's a very good... I'm not... Why would I be stalling? Why would I be stalling? This isn't my... This is like... I don't need to stall. 1.5 hour outro. Sure, we can do the outro. Roll the outro. Do it. Special thanks to everyone for joining my stream today. It's been fun.
10 amazing resources to make you the best web developer. Oh. Do you know what I
Nice try.
I hate?
Nice try, chat. Nice try. I got you.
75 plus JavaScript interview questions to help you get your next job as developer. A thread.
Probably take me a lot longer to get a position.
Oh, it's still indexed. It's still indexed. It's still indexed. Sorry, Splashly. It's still in the pool. I think deleting the clip, it's still like indexed somewhere in the tool. This is it's minor cyberbullying, Ryan. Minor. What would I miss, Yoast? I don't understand. Or were you talking to Rugmat? Anyhow, I saw another piece of news which I needed to show you all, because a long time ago I did a stream where I actually used Meltano. Has anyone ever heard of Meltano before? Probably not, right? Meltano is categorized in the ETL or ELT space, basically for moving data around, data ops. And I used, it's open source, and I used the software way back last year. Way back last year. I used it because it's open source and you can just experiment with it yourself. Oh right, Yoast, yeah, Rugmat was there for all of but one of my streams, and the one stream that he was not there for was the 20-minute or 30-minute intro to one of the streams where nothing was working. So in reality, Rugmat was kind of there for all the streams, if you know what I mean, right? Anyway, you were there just not long enough for it to register. But I will reveal the statistics afterwards. I will reveal the statistics. Oh, I thought you did a mind-altering drug on stream. Ryan, don't worry, Splashly. My stream lacks the technology required to show clips. It is a safe space. Funnily enough, I have the safe space tag on here. Just FYI. So, I just want to say, 1 year ago, GitLab spun out Meltano. Okay, so at the time, it was a pretty new tool, which is why I really wanted to try it out. And they got some funding from GitLab. And some others. Alphabet has funding 4.2 million. Okay, that's already pretty decent seed funding. And today they've now raised an additional 8.2 million USD dollars. Rugmat, you want me to protect myself? I can. Everything is confidential.
So this is very fascinating because the idea behind Meltano, they're trying to build a end-to-end data platform. And, you know, they've added, which is quite interesting, so they added So the original idea was to build an end-to-end data platform, and they couldn't do that because it's too big of an idea, to be honest. And then, you know, they narrowed the focus and just focused on ETL or ELT. They integrated the Singer library, which is open source, as the core part of the software, which made it really, really compatible with most of the open source ETL stuff. And then, now what they're saying is this funding, they're going back to the original vision of becoming more than that. They want to become an end-to-end data platform again. And yeah, this basically comes down to all the stack discussions, data stack discussions that people are having about, like, you know, modern data stack. They're thinking about Meltano as a component in their stack, but they want basically Meltano to take on a different role in the stack rather than just shifting data from A to B and you know, changing it and stuff. They want to have like a bigger value proposition. So I'm excited to see where this goes, because it is a direct competitor to tools like Airflow or to what's the other one? The one that Chow codes, Airbyte, exactly, Airbyte, which is also open source. It's a direct competitor to those. Airbyte is open source, and Airflow is open source, Apache Airflow. And all these systems are technically competing in the same space, right? They have different types of funding, but they're all competing in the same space. It's very interesting. Anyway, what is really cool that I noticed is that GitLab, Airbyte is open source, yes. Airbag? No, Airbyte. Airbyte. With a Y. What is really interesting is that GitLab is very, very, very similar to Meltano because Meltano spun out of them. So for example, they publish a public roadmap showing you what they're doing. Like, the level of transparency is absolutely insane. They have a marketing handbook here, for example, where they talk about what they do. Like, how many companies can say that they have a public weekly community activities handbook? And so any
of you who are in excuse me, any of you that are in developer evangelism or community advocates or whatever you want to call it, developer advocates, pay close attention to them, because they are doing really cool stuff when it comes to communication and documentation about involving the community. This isn't just them creating a Slack community and saying, come hang out in our Slack or something like that. Like, DBT is very famous for that. DBT data build tool, they built a huge Slack community very, very quickly. And the Slack community there got super noisy. But like, look at all the stuff that they have. This gives you insight into how they communicate. We indicate our working hours and availability using Google Calendar and Slack. Like, this gives you insight into how they operate as a business. And that level of transparency is generally a good thing, I think, in my opinion. This is why I really want to kickstart weekly events in the claw. Cough, cough, Dr. Dynamite. Yes, so there's some really cool stuff in here. There's a product handbook. There's also a head of product and data thing as well. This is your page to guide to working with me, Taylor Murphy. So if I wanted to work with their head of product and data, I could kind of figure out what type of person they are. I prefer 3+ hour blocks of uninterrupted time to really focus. It's really cool. I think it's really, really interesting. I think it's really interesting about how they do this. Honestly, I thought this was really fascinating. This article is cool. Like, it's interesting that Meltano got more funding now. I'm interested to see where they go, because obviously there's like Singer and DBT, which are already part of it, and then they use Airflow for scheduling. There's Great Expectations, which they use for data quality, and they use Apache Superset for data exploration and visualization. And I don't know, like, these are all separate tools, and I think their idea is to kind of fuse stuff into one, which is kind of exciting when you think about it, right? I think it's quite exciting. And on that bombshell of a song ending, we shall go into the fun and surprising part of the stream today. So what I have planned for you all are two things. Question for all of you: who likes to play games? Does anybody here like gaming? I know you're on Twitch, so it might not be the case. But does anyone here like playing games? Splashy likes games. Ryan likes games. Do any of you specifically like word games? Like...
What's that smell? Failure.
You will find your groove, Dr. Dynamite, I promise. Hurdle is not a word game. It's an audio game. I played Psychonauts 2 for part of this stream. Okay, Yost, that's great.
And Secretary Cardona and
You're getting ice cream, but it's not Friday, Yost. How dare you?
For joining us as well. And for families across the country.
How dare you, Yost? It's not Friday. Are you allowed to get ice cream today? I'm specifically talking to people like Panther and Sociable Steve and others like that who know that we, a long time ago, used to play Words on Stream on Friday nights on my channel. Before Data Cafe. Before the Data Cafe, we used to play Words on Stream. And therefore, in honor of that today, the first surprise is we are going to have a round or two of Words on Stream. I can't do words, let's do math on stream or sequel on stream. Are you crazy? Are you crazy, Dr. Dynamite? We ain't doing math on stream. Yost, you're a grown man. You're 50 years old and you called your mom and she said it's okay. Ah, then it's fine. Yeah, then it's totally fine. Therefore, get your butts into gear because today, once again, we are doing a select star from games where language equals English and game equals words on stream. So get all your butts in here. I will give you a minute or two to prepare yourselves because this is going to be an intense round. And I'm going to explain to all of you how the rules work for Words on Stream. It's very simple. You will be presented with jumbled letters on top of the board, and you will need to make words out of them. So not only will you be forced to figure out what words there are, as the levels go up, you will also face additional obstacles in the form of, number one, fake letters. Audio only mode while outside. Yes, Yost, no problem. Enjoy your ice cream. Fake letters and hidden letters, which will come up sooner or later. Therefore, who is ready? Can I get a ready for those in chat who are ready? Right now I can see that we have upwards of 40 people here sitting around on their butts, probably not working. Although some of you are probably working, to be fair, which is fine. We've got quite a few people ready. So we're gonna Lass uns gehen, chat, which means let's go! It's the start of the first round. I shall try and help you as much as I can. I can't promise anything. You really should be doing your job right now. But you know, Ben, that you can also... You deserve a break, right? You can give yourself a short break. I think you can. Oh, it was other. I mistyped. I mistyped. It was the other word, J Barty. Exactly. So if you have anything important to mention, then I suggest that you keep it under wraps until the between rounds, because your message will most probably get lost in the flow of hundreds of words by everybody guessing in chat. Now, you can guess as much as you want, but if you get a word, you will get a little lock next to your name, just like Panther has just gotten with Doom. That little lock means until the next lock sequence on the little progress bar that you see on the top, you will not be able to guess any other words. Even if you get them correct, it will not tell you. It will not resolve that word. So if you are locked, then you can wait, or you can call attention to your word by saying word and then putting some arrows next to it, like this, for example. And that will tell other people in chat that you are locked and you have a word and you know that it fits, but you can't guess it right now because you're locked. So there's one word left, there's nobody locked, and the other thing is that everything is alphabetical. Wonderful. Hued. I have no idea what that means. What does hued mean? Very impressive though. Hoodie? Hued? So at the moment, Panther's in the lead with 25 stars, which is not unexpected because Panther loves this game. Let's continue. See where we get from here. Oh. Okay. Hue is a color thing, but then hued? You should be working, but instead you're working on a Twitch chat overlay generator side project. Oh my gosh, Ben, that sounds like fun actually. Are you streaming it at some point? Pencil. Bit Gamey, welcome in. Nice to see you as well. Good to have you here. I've seen you around before, Bit. I think I've seen you around before. I think you're familiar with the claw. It's nice to have you here. Welcome. It's great to have you. 2 words left. Remember, they're alphabetical, so something is going to start with C or B or A, logically. Because we don't have any B's or A's in there, it's going to start with C. There's no other options. So it's going to be something like CI, Simp, Kinp, Seal, Sail, CE something, CE Kelp, Thelm, Sign. Interesting. Ryan, your message was held. I don't know why. I don't know that word. I think it's fine. Okay, J Barty creeping up on the scoreboard there. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Continue. I think it is time to continue. Sin this. Sign this? Sign this. It could, yeah, it could be racist, Ryan, but I have never heard of it before. So attention, this is the first fake letter. And fortunately, J Barty has already done us a huge favor. You can see that racing does not include an X. Therefore, X is the fake letter. And guess what? We have even an announcement system for this.
X is fake.
That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I didn't know we had an announcement system.
X is fake.
So basically, don't use any words with X in them. Very simple. Alright, so we've got some good words on there already. Very impressive. I'm very impressed with all of you at the moment. We're doing very well. Exegete, welcome in, friend. Nice to see you. So far words are good. We just started playing. If you want to join in, you're more than welcome to. We'll probably play a round or 2 of words maximum, see how chat feels, and then we will go on to a surprise. A small surprise that I have prepared. A small surprise. It's very small. It's nothing major. Nothing major at all. Inca. Okay. Did very well, chat. Did very, very well. J Barty. J Walter. Oh, I see. J Walter. The other J. The other J has taken over. Narc. J Walter leading with 56 stars. J Barty closely behind, 50 stars. Ronnie, you can't work under this pressure. I understand. I understand. Neither can I. That's why I'm not working right now. Ooh, it's a long one this time, and there is a fake letter still. Panther peaked too soon. It's all about controlling the fart. Graffiti. Very nicely done, J Walter. Very nicely done. Plenty of words to be had here. Gaff. I'm locked now. It's very unfortunate. Can I move myself? Is there a way to put myself in a different place that's less convenient? No, I can't do it on this scene. That's fine. No problem. C is fake. Yes, with graffiti, the C is most definitely the fake letter.
C is fake.
C is fake indeed. Ominous voice from above. Good one, Big Gamey. Good call. There's definitely an F word missing between fart and frag. Nice one, Big Gamey, with riff. Very nicely done. There's definitely one missing between fart and frag. I can't tell you what it is though. But you know, the more you guess, the more we get over the goal, then the higher the level we get to faster, basically. Yes, C is fake, so stop using C, Ryan. Stop using C words. Wow, the ranking is quite clear now. You're very proud of fart. You can be, Ryan. You can be very proud of your fart. Definitely. J Walter leading with 86 stars. Panther 61. J Barty not far behind with 59 stars. Some very impressive scores here. Okay, so chat, are we ready? We are at level 10, which means we're going to level 12, which means there will start to be a hidden letter now, from what I understand and remember about this game. Oh no, there's no hidden letter yet. I think it's 15 and above then. Must be 15. Let us go, as you would say in Swedish, or lass uns gehen, as we would say in German. The hype is real. Attitude, J Walter. Very nicely done. Maybe tanned? Attitude means all the T's are fine. What is the fake letter? The N. Thank you very much. The N is indeed fake, which means...
N is fake.
N is fake. Get it out of here.
N is
Get
fake.
out of my stream. N is fake. Oh yeah, Karen could say it. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. I could auto-redeem that every time, instead of doing it myself. N with like the pauses. If you do like... I hadn't thought of using TTS for that, actually. The letter N is fake.
The letter N / is fake.
Oh, //? That didn't work. Why didn't that work? How many do you have to put in? Finite would know this.
The letter N slash is fake.
Oh, okay. She only said one. Interesting. So it's like it's a specific number of slashes. How weird. Well, I guess you could leave them out.
The letter N is fake.
66 out of 57. We still passed, chat. We still passed. Don't worry. We still passed. Okay. We still passed. It was a bit close, but we still passed. I will give you all a chance now. I will give you all a moment to reset the stream, to reload the stream if you want to. If you have a lot of lag, which can happen. I'll give you a moment to restart the stream if you like. Because, you know, yeah, your guesses might be landing in the abyss. So I'll give that a few seconds. In the meantime, I'm just taking a look at the thing I've prepared here. Manatee. It could be the next one, Jay Barty. I think you're a little bit early though. All right, so I assume everyone has had a chance to reload now. So let's go.
Oh, you. You savage. The Claw Discord just hit 500 members. Wow. Really? 500. That's huge. That's huge. Congratulations to all of us. You is fake.
D is fake.
Is the D fake? Gather. Yes, it is. D is fake.
And the hidden gather. The hidden letter is indeed R. So we've started on the hidden.
R is hidden.
Exactly. R is hidden and D is fake. Should be plenty of words for you to pick up there. Chat. Wow, 500 members. That's big. That's big. That's a lot of people in a Discord. Congratulations to all of us for doing that. You've made it already, chat. 92 out of 85. Very impressive. Okay. You can still go, chat. We can still get more. 110 over 85. I think we'll be skipping 2 levels. Definitely.
What's that smell? Failure.
Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh, it's SQLite. All my guesses had the fake letter in it. Yes, Ryan, that happens when you focus on the fake letter. That is exactly what happened. Jay Walter, clutch with 117 stars here. It's very impressive. Jay Barty with 105. That is certainly the top 2 there. And then some significant space down to 3rd place with White Panther. It's called fixation, Ryan. It's just called fixation. There's literally no other way of explaining it away. You know that the letter is fake and therefore you fixate on it. But it's all good. Everyone in chat is in this together. So I'm sure that you will manage to make it. Again, there's a fake and a hidden letter. So let's see if we can figure it out. I'm gonna do the dirty word because I don't get auto-modded. Okay. One of those is probably a hidden letter. Or fake in this case. The H might actually be fake. Try without. Ooh, this is not a good sign. We gotta get something on the board, chat. This is not good. This is absolutely wild. Oh, there we go. This. Okay, so we know the THIS are safe. The U is a candidate for being... the U is a candidate for being fake. Okay, so ignore the U for now. I don't know what the hidden letter is yet. Ignore the U, though. Ah. There we go. Got it. No problem. The hidden letter is a... is an L. No, hold on a second. L, S, L... Ah, sorry, it's I. I is hidden. Okay, we made it. 74. Wow. What a comeback. I got very nervous there. I think I'm sweating a bit, chat. Got very nervous there for a second. Got very, very nervous. One second, chat. That's weird. That shouldn't be doing that. Alright, so you feel nice, Ryan. The game is no longer cursed. Very good. We are doing fairly well, but we know that after level 17, 18, things start to get a bit tricky, chat. So I'm just warning you in advance. It's gonna get a bit difficult, okay? I'm just warning you now. We have J. Walter, of course. But, you know. We will persevere. Exactly, Ryan. We will persevere. So you're all enjoying the playlist today, by the way? I heard good feedback so far. The N is fake? Yeah, it's possible. Pedantic. Pedant. The C is... The C might... Okay, there's no C in there. I is fake. I think the I is fake as well. The N is fine. Because we've got panted. The I is most probably fake, yes. So we've got... Spade... Patent. Nicely done. Better pick this up, chat, because we need one of those long words to unlock that hidden letter. Patented! J. Walter. Nicely done. We got a double T, so the second... the hidden letter is a T. 5-letter word only, by the way, no 4-letter words. Something with a... Dip it? Dip it? Dated would be double D. Very close, chat. Oh, I don't think we made it. Oh dear. Oh dear, chat. That's... Game is cursed. Changed my mind. Very unfortunate, chat, but you did good. I mean, 17, right? The record on this channel is level 22, I believe. But yeah, there's, you know, what can I say? It is what it is. First time you've played this, Ronnie. Very interesting. 4th bit gamey? Not bad. Final ranking. Jay Walter coming in with 171 stars. You'd give yourself a C-, Ronnie. It's not only about the stars. I want you to know that. Okay? So, autocorrect. Du finns internet. Just kidding, nice work. I unjumbled it for you, right? It's no problem. No problem. So who's ready for a little bit of a secret surprise?
Say, I'm sorry. No, be sincere. Like this. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
We have about 45 minutes left
I'm sorry.
on stream.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Good, that's the one.
We have about 45 minutes left until we raid into Ebony, Metal and Coffee for some metal and coding. Ebony is doing always amazing playlists for metal because Ebony's also a DJ. I think part-time or as a hobby. And so we have 45 minutes left, and last time on stream, Rugmat asked a question. And the question was, how present am I in chat? So Rugmat was asking, of all the data that I collect about my stream, which I do for my stream project, exclamation mark Jin with a J, by the way. How trolly are we today, Exegete? You can
Put my faith in data.
You can do whatever you can do what you want. It's okay. Everything is fine. So as part of my stream project, I'm collecting a lot of data about my channel. I'm collecting users in chat every 2 minutes. I'm collecting information of raids. I'm collecting information about followers.
All kinds of amazing data. This brain right here. This big brain is the one that's gonna use SQL to figure out what to do with all of this. Also, my hat is held. Joe Darty would like me to run an ad for just some numbers. I think we can do that. It's possible.
It's certainly possible. Let's run an ad then. Have you ever encountered a streamer that has no idea what they're doing with their analytics on their channel? Do you find it difficult as a streamer yourself? And do you sit there holding your head in your hands and not knowing what you're supposed to do with all of your stream analytics? Charts on charts on charts on charts, and you are frustrated and thinking to yourself, maybe it's time I don't stream anymore. Then luckily for you, there's an answer. And that answer is called Just in Numbers. Just in Numbers is the single source of truth for your stream. As a streamer, myself, I know it's very difficult to make sense of all the data around your stream. So logically, you'd want to have something that tells you more about what's happening on your stream. But nobody likes looking at charts. Nobody wants to see 17 different pie charts or bar charts or other charts. Nobody wants to see that. And so the solution is you will have access to Just in Numbers, which is a tool that will just allow you to look at your data from your stream, but in a very understandable manner. Traffic lights, indicators, things telling you this is better than before, this is worse than before, giving you places to act on and understand this is how I can possibly improve my stream. And that all in real time. And the best part is, if you subscribe today to the waiting list, you will be one of the first 100, and you will have lifetime access to Justin Numbers for free. My promise. So for one low entry payment of your email address, go to justinnumbers.com today and put yourself on the mailing list so that you can have access to this glorious piece of software, which is currently not finished, but currently being worked on by the streamer. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
What's that smell?
Very nice timing, chat. Very nice timing. That was a very long ad, but I wanted to do Jay Barty justice because he paid for that ad. Thank you for paying for that ad as well. What happened to the music? I don't hear any music. Why is the music off, chat? Did somebody break the music? I think someone broke it. Wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Oh, is that is that what it's missing, noob? Karen went off XG, but in the background. There we go. Karen went off, but in the background. Because nothing is included on that scene, because I don't want you trolling me during my ads. Ads are important for this channel. I can't refund Karen either. It's auto pump. It just auto pumps through. Don't believe his lies. Like, I would refund that anyway. It just gets auto redeemed. Noob was saying it's missing the I stand behind this with my name. But it doesn't have the same ring to it in English as it does in German. It's a very German thing. So I would like to show all of you something that I put together. And oh, I revealed something already. Oh, I didn't want to show this. Welcoming
Clip and a clap.
Everyone
And then you've
equally.
got your Twitch clip.
Yes, if you feel like clipping, please clip as much as you can. Oh,
Clipping
is this from
is
today?
always
good. Hype is always good. This is from today. I think that was from today. So I would like to show all of you something, which is, first of all, the data that we collect, because I think it's good to run through that. So that you see what's being collected. And then I want to show you, based on Rugmat's question last time, I started working on something, but I didn't want to go too far with it because I wanted to gauge your opinion on it. So first let's talk about the data collection, okay? Just so we're clear on that. We have a 2-minute interval call that's being sent. No problem, Big Gamey. He's not just the founder, but also a customer. So every 2 minutes, we are writing into chat. We are writing into our database who is currently in chat. Now, I've said this many times before. This does not. This does not tell you anything about viewership. We're not concerned about that right now. Someone being in chat just means they're present in your stream. Whether they're actually watching and paying attention is something completely different. But that happens every 2 minutes. It also happens with certain redeems. It also happens on certain redeems or certain events. You can see that it's at minimum every 2 minutes. What I do with that is I compute that into some data later. But here in the table, it's just Twitch chatters. Chatters as a JSON-B column and an inserted at timestamp. That's it. Next, we also collect information from raids. So all the raids that have ever taken place, I've had 70 raids to my channel. Probably 95% of them are single-person raids or 2-person raids, as the meme goes. You can see here Finite's raid from earlier with 69 viewers. Very nice, by the way. Thank you very much, Finite. You can see from whom the raid comes. I'm in chat, but I'm never present. That's just my brain in general. I often just have the circus music playing in my head. Oh, with the monkey doing the symbol as well. That's pretty funny. So we also collect information about the raids, which is cool. On top of that, we also collect information about our stream. So every 2 minutes, same interval, we also write data about our stream as an insert job as well. So we have a stream, we have an insert at time, and then we have some information about, oh, sorry, it's being written into the raw table, by the way. So it actually looks like this raw, where you have all the data in a JSON-B, and I'm splitting it out because it's a bit easier to work with. I'm splitting it out into all of these separate columns. So you have basically your stream ID, you have the broadcaster, the display name, the username, the type, title, game ID, game name, tags that you're using, language of the stream, whether it's mature or not, when it was started, the viewer count, and the thumbnail. Now, what's interesting for us here is most certainly the game, to know which category.
Right, join us. Thebus join is raiding with a party of 3.
That was definitely expected. That was definitely expected. Welcome in, Right Join. I see you've managed to garner a few other friends with you this time to get a party of 3 in there. That's very impressive. So what we certainly want to look at is the stream ID, the game ID, and the started at. That gives us an idea of when the stream is running. And on top of that, we also have the viewer count. So the view count that you see below the stream is constantly being updated. And so logically speaking, we can get this viewer count from Twitch, and it tells us what Twitch is currently reporting as a viewer count. It's also quite interesting to have. So those are the main data sets that we have. We also started collecting information about Twitch users. So basically, I haven't developed this fully yet, but essentially we would go look up every user who's ever been in your chat. So anyone who appeared in chatters, you would go look up their user and then store that user data in order to understand who your user base is. Like basically a distinct list of all of your users. The reason we need to do that is because of your user ID, because people can change their display name on Twitch. They can change their username. And so in order to have a unique identifier over time, you actually need to store this user ID that Twitch gives you back. So that would actually look like this. You'd have a Twitch users table. I don't know if this is populated at the moment. I can't remember. It's empty at the moment. But you would have an ID, a login, which is basically the broadcaster name, and then whether they're a streamer or not, view count and stuff like that. And you could potentially figure out through the view count whether they're a streamer or not, because technically someone without a view count is not a streamer. Very simple. So you can see here Jordan Peck has a view count of 18, which is interesting because I don't understand. Jordan has never streamed before, to my knowledge, or maybe has, I don't know. Exegete feels surveilled. This is not for the purpose of analyzing each person. I want to make that very clear. It's about analyzing everyone as a group into different segments. So what do we do with all of this data? Well, it's very simple. The first thing that we do is we can ask ourselves the question, what do we want to achieve? Because before we do any kind of data analysis, that is the first question and the most important question to ask ourselves. What do we want to achieve? What is our goal? Right? And for every streamer, world domination, you want to be Bezos?
Jeff Bezos, the richest
There's hundreds of possibilities. In my opinion, right now, my goal is to better understand who my most valuable users are in my community. Now, that doesn't mean I discard other people or they're not valuable. It just means, like, who is always here? Who is always in my chat? And so what I can do is start to formulate my questions based on that. Tier 3 subs. And this isn't, for me, it has nothing to do with subscribers. It has nothing to do with subscribers, has nothing to do with monetary. It is purely about engagement. And I'm not even talking about messages in chat. Who is in my chat during my stream? Who actually opens their phone or their browser on their computer and opens my stream? That is my question. Because I'm interested in understanding why those people do that. Because I could reach out to them and ask them questions, right? They might answer a survey from me. So, before we go any further, I need to run a very short ad. I'm very sorry about that. For those of you who are not subscribed, you will get a very short 30-second ad now. It's just to prevent anyone coming in from getting a pre-roll ad.
Yeah, well, that basically ensures for 30 seconds.
No, be sincere. Like this. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Panther. It is the...
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
1 second.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Good, that's the one.
It's the rock one. It's the rock one, Panther. I decided to go with the rock one because
the hype one wasn't available today, and I didn't want to put the lo-fi or the chill EDM, you know, because the rotation always changes. A and W ad. Interesting. So we have about 30 minutes left, and what I'd like to do in those 30 minutes is show you how I would potentially compute an I'm gonna call it an engagement score. I know that traditionally if someone talks about an engagement score, they would probably make it based off of multiple different types of engagement criteria, but here I'm literally just talking about presence in chat. So this is how I would develop this. So we started last time. Engagement score, how big is the rock? So let me make this a little bit bigger. We started last time with a basis, and the basis makes sense. What we do is we take all of our data from our streams, okay? So basically if we run this, I'll show you. Let me just run this without that part. I think that works. So what we have is we have a stream and we have a stream duration. Presents for chat? I'm down for that. Of course you are, Yost. You have a big gift next to your name as well, because you've given 10 gift subs like a madman. So we have basically the information that we need. Speaking of gift subs, thank you to whoever gave that gift sub at tier 2 to Lycan. That is very, very generous. Lycan, welcome to the chart club. I believe you've been subscribed before, I think. But now you have that beautiful bar chart badge next to your name. Of course, you need to be subscribed for a year to get a pie chart, like Panther has. Anyhow, so what we see is we have a stream ID and we have a stream duration. What's interesting is that this doesn't cover every stream ever, right? We don't understand when the stream was happening. We just know how long the stream was. So what we need to do is we need to do what's called a generate series function. And what this does, if I would actually take out these other two fields for a moment and just show you what this looks like. No, not the whole thing. Excuse me. So a generate series, it does exactly what it says in the name. It generates a series between X and Y. And so what I've done is I've passed two variables. I've created started at and ended at, and I've passed those to the generate series function so that I can get basically the start and end time of each stream and get every minute in between, so that when I put everything together, what happens is I have, sorry, comma missing, I have the date time of when every single stream was running. So this stream was 16 minutes. I think that was a test stream, or it was not working correctly. You can see here, from 1902 to 1919 was this stream, and this one was 1918 and 1919. So there's a bit of overlap there, right? Because what Twitch's reporting sometimes is a bit odd. So this was the correct stream, and based on these timestamps, even though the stream ID is different, or is it the same? Wait a second. Oh yeah, it's a different ID. Based on the ID being different, Twitch tells you it's two different streams, but actually based on them being in close proximity to each other in terms of time, we could actually count them as one if we really wanted to. So that's the first thing. Get the data in there from the streams. Then we need to get all of our chatters. Now, what I did is I just took all of my chatters from every single stream and put them in a list like this, okay? With a user count of how many there are. Not important why, just have that many. And then I need to start breaking them out. I need to start breaking them out of this JSON object, or this array rather, because in the array I can't work with them individually. So what I do is I make a query here that takes the stream time, it takes the stream ID, and it takes the stream duration, and then it blows up the chatters into each individual row. What does that look like? It looks like this. Select star from stream chatters full. This is what it looks like now. If I have a stream occurred at 7th of March, then I have all the viewers who were in that stream, but uniquely during that time window. It's very, very powerful, right? So we have, if we were to look at this from this perspective, if I do where chatter equals, let's say White Panther, because I like to pick on White Panther. Oh, we don't have a, sorry. We can't use chatter because the alias is only defined here. We're just going to do it here instead. So you see here, I can see when Panther has been here, right? And I can count these intervals between each of these times, which is exactly what I did. So basically what I do is I say, okay, for each stream, for each person, for when each stream was running, calculate what someone's presence is in chat. And how that works is with this case when statement. It's a little bit complicated, but let me show you the select star from presence calc, where chatter equals, who should we take this time? Exegete.
You know why the skeleton went to the barbecue?
No, but that was a very nice tonality, Karen. Why did the skeleton go to the barbecue? Karen, tell me. I'm curious to know.
To get a rib.
Just one? Just one? Very impressive. Welcome in, Alan. Welcome in. You can see the response. The response to your joke from Ben. No. Just no. Turns out it was a McRib. No bones about it. That was a terrible joke. So what we can see is, for one stream, for example, I can see, okay, stream occurred at 1920, 1920, 1920. For whatever reason, there are 3 rows here. I can see that the present duration has been calculated as 0. Why? Because the difference between these 2 times is 0. Holy snap, crackle, and pop. Oh my gosh. Trash dev. No way. Oh my gosh. 143? I think you might have broken the raid record.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
Don't apologize. Don't apologize for breaking the raid record. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. We've got Ollie, Ekos. Ekose? Is that the right way to say it? Isaac. Welcome in, everyone. Texas, welcome in. Yeah, that was a classic clip. How could you be sorry for breaking the raid record? We have to go immediately look up. We have to immediately look up if you have broken the raid record, because that is super impressive. Thank you, MD Subuntu and Thundering Typhoon #2 for your new follows. Both are fine, Ekos. Great. So nice to see all of you here. That's really lovely. Thank you, Ekos, that you like the stream look. I try my best. Thanks to Prod is for testing, DC135 and Texas 2010. Thanks for those follows too. You probably don't know me. Texas and Trash's stream and mine are typically either at the same time or in directly opposing time zones. So, you know, I don't get a lot of chance to hang out with you. But of course, everybody knows Trash because you're coming from there. But if you don't know me, my name's Maddie, or Maddie Two Shoes, and I am a data analytics streamer. It's a bit unusual, I guess, for Twitch, but hey, coding on Twitch is already unusual, right?
Powerful reason for insisting on Intel Inside.
Yeah, I actually stream on a Mac, so hence the Intel meme. Latjor, welcome in. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. So I try to stream things that are related to analytics. So if you're interested in doing, you're interested in learning SQL, if you're looking at Fridays, we talk about news and stories that have happened in the data and tech space, in the data cafe. I'm streaming today, however, on Thursday, in my time zone, Thursday evening, because we are currently doing a RAIDATHON. So the stream team I'm part of, the Claw, we are doing a 38-hour massive RAIDAthon. Basically, we've got 12 different content creators raiding into each other at 3-hour intervals. Latjor, I need to follow you. I'm doing a degree in data analytics. Wonderful, Latjor. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Ollie and John, thank you very much for the follows as well. I appreciate that. So I hope all of you are enjoying yourselves. I hope Trash, I hope you had a great stream. Actually, what were you doing on your stream today, Trash? I know there was a shout out for you. The Ultimate Web Engineer Show. That sounds fun. Very, very nice. Oh, Jesus. That's a lot of lumens, Exegete. Thank you very much for that. 90 million lumens to be precise. So, what I'm doing today, we got a wrench in chat. Ooh, Ollie. Ollie's a staffer. That's awesome. Ooh, that means I can check if my lurk reveal thing actually works to show staffers. I think I might have just not coded it. I might have not coded it. Yeah, I didn't code it. Oops. No problem. Anyhow, so what I'm doing today for our last 20 minutes or so until we raid out to our next content creator, Ebony, Metal and Coffee. She's basically, as you can tell from the name, she does metal, but she also writes code. So she's a DJ and she writes code while listening to metal, or I don't know what the other genres are exactly called. Maybe like thrash. I'm not so familiar with those music styles. Really cool though. So if you wait for about 20 minutes or so, we're going to raid out into her stream. And what I'm currently doing is actually telling everyone a little bit about my stream project, just in numbers. So you can use the !JIN Jin to learn more about that. You can sign up for free. There's a waiting list. Basically, it's a tool for streamers to better understand the data that they are collecting on their stream. So, you know, Twitch gives you access to all those cool analytics features, but it's just a ton of charts, right? Nobody really wants to look at those charts. So what I'm building is a tool that's actually going to just give you a better visual representation of what's going on your stream. And I was actually demoing some of the data that I've collected. I was actually demoing now something that I can do using that data that Twitch isn't doing for you. So first we're going to check out from Twitch Raid. We are going to look at, is Trash Dev's raid the biggest raid I ever received? So check this out, chat. Twitch doesn't tell you a history of all your raids, but I do. I've had 72 raids into my channel since I started collecting data, which was around February. And some of you, I realize, may not be able to chat due to my security settings in my chat. That is because at one point or another, we had a lot of abuse in here. So I had to ramp up those moderation settings. So if you haven't verified your account with Twitch, or you haven't been on Twitch for a long time, you might not be able to chat, but there's no pressure, really. It's not a problem. You can totally just hang out, and whenever you're able to chat, if that point comes, that's great. And otherwise, it's cool that you're just hanging out. I really don't mind. I don't ask everyone to, you know, chat. Like, I don't mind if you want to consume, you know, you consume the content the way you want to. You sending me a message, Rugmat? What are you sending me? I didn't get anything. Oh, I am getting notifications. You're right. So, Latjor, verified and bona fide. Very nice. Furl, thank you for that follow. So if we look at the raids that we got, we can actually look at here. We can see who those raids came from, right? We can see all the different raid incoming sources. And thanks for doing the lights, Ollie. You can play around with the lights, lots of channel point redemptions for you all. And what we can see is we have raid viewers. So this is basically the size of the raid. So what we can do is we can actually put, for example, raid viewers. And then we could say, for example, what was the name of the author of the raid? Raid from broadcaster user login. All right, and then we're going to do a very simple order by 1 descending. And what this will give us is the biggest raids, or all of the raids that we had in order of largest raid. Oh, and unfortunately, Trash Dev, unfortunately, it is the second largest raid. I thought it was the largest one, but actually I was wrong. This is why we collect data in the first place, so that we can remember things. So we had a very, very large raid. Anthony writes code, 179 viewers. What does the one mean, order by 1? Oh, so what this is this is the same thing. This is in SQL or SQL, you can write raid viewers, but in those SQL databases that support it, I'm using Postgres, so it supports that. You can actually just use a number to number the column instead. So this is column number 1, this is column number 2. So if I say order by 1, what I'm actually saying is order by raid viewers descending. So obviously from largest to smallest is what descending means. Adrian, thank you very much for following. So this is a really easy way to write queries a bit shorter. Wow. Thank you. Not all...
Stop it. Get some help.
Not all the...
You just drop in, just snap flip, drop down, snap.
Not all the databases support that, but most of them do. Most of them do. Ched Dev, thanks for following. Appreciate it. So basically, we can see that these are all the biggest raids that we've ever received. So Finite Singularity, for example, very valuable to us in terms of just number of raiders coming in, right? But that doesn't mean so much ultimately. Like, you don't understand if that's really contributing to your overall, let's say, overall size of your audience, right? Hey Ched, great to see you. Thanks for coming in, appreciate it. MDS Ubuntu. In fact, I was at the Anthony Writes Code and Trash Dev raids. So you've been in both of these big raids. That's really cool. That's awesome. Ekos was in Zurich recently, and it's beautiful. Yes, Zurich is indeed very, very nice. Yeah, I'm based out of Switzerland. I didn't mention that. I'm based out of Switzerland in Zurich. It's very expensive here. I will not lie about that. It is very expensive to live here, but it is also amazing. It's amazing, really. It's glorious. And if you're ever in Zurich, feel free to write me. I would love to meet up and not drop money. No. Who's doing that, Rugmat? Shame on you. So, as you can see, we have a few memes and stuff on the channel. Zurich is definitely very, very well known for banking, historically speaking. Panther and I, we met once in Zurich at the airport because of unfortunate circumstances, which turned out to be cool. If you're ever in Canada, let me know. Sounds great, Tech. Sounds great, Tech. I'm actually originally Canadian. Yeah, so there's a lot of Swiss banks in Zurich, but like, I would say Zurich now is probably known for being somewhat of a cosmopolitan city in Switzerland. Like, it's definitely the most international and the most diverse and the biggest spread of different types of cuisine and stuff like that. Like, it's definitely become very, very multicultural compared to 10-12 years ago, I would say. Yeah, so the exclamation mark drop, by the way, that I've just done, that's just a little drop game. You may have seen it before on Twitch. It's just to try and get your icon to land on the little hill thing. Anyway, 10 minutes remaining, so we have to hurry up. Basically, the question that came up last stream was, someone who spends a lot of time in my chat, how would I know that, right? And basically, I have a database here. I have a table. I like Swiss watches too, actually, but I don't wear a watch. Oh, Lederach is delicious, Ekos. That is delicious chocolate. I actually did a chocolate ranked stream where I ranked all the different types of chocolate you can get here. And I did it in SQL, of course. So every 2 minutes, I'm writing all the chatters into my database. So logically, what I can do, which I was explaining earlier, I can actually take all of that data and calculate a so-called presence time. Am I the SQL master? I don't know about master. I write fairly good SQL, I think. I don't know if I'm a SQL master though. So as you can see here, what I've done is for one particular user, Exegete, I'm showing as an example here, across a stream that has a duration of who knows how long, for example, 175. Wow. Jason, indeed. 175 minutes, for example. I can compute for that individual user, I can compute how long they've been present in chat. Because basically, if they leave in between those times, it doesn't count them during those times. The SQL for that is a little bit complicated, but basically what it does is it extracts all the timestamps of when the person was in chat. This is using a piece of software called Tau. It's using an API from Twitch, exactly. Tau is something that was built by Finite Singularity and some others, part of our Twitch team, our stream team. And so basically what Tau does is it unifies all the different APIs together and makes them easier to work with for you. And what I do is I run my instance of Tau, I run in the cloud so that it's running all the time
that we have to build
automatically.
Thank you for
this is
the
Roscoe.
water. Frida,
Roscoe
as
is the
well as Stone
coding
Monkey
dog.
Research. How you doing there?
And Tau does this more or less automatically, Chet. Exactly.
He gets a little
so
skeptical
what you do,
when he sees the dog coding, I think.
You give it
Yeah,
permissions?
you can't code this good. Can you? I don't know.
I use Tau on my stream, but I don't know if I have this
Lumberjack's
data.
a good coder.
You
Water
might
guy,
not have...
I don't know.
You won't have
I don't
this,
know why, but
for
he just
example.
doesn't really have interest. But
What you'll
he does.
have
I mean,
is you'll
look at
have the
that.
Tau
I can see
database.
the little screen here that he's staring at us over our shoulder. We're gonna get a little.
So you'll have the Tau database, which has the standard Twitch events in it. This one here, Twitch events, Twitch event. So you'll have all of this stuff in here, but those are just the WebSocket events. So you won't have the additional calls to chat, for example, or to the stream, etc. that I've done. That's what actually my software is doing on top of that. It's just using Tau to route those requests, though. So if you want to talk about more on that, because we're running out of time, definitely hop into our Discord, Jed, and we can definitely chat about it if you like, if you want to know more about that. Yeah, just using Tau to connect to Twitch is essentially exactly. I've got my own application running in its own instance. Do I want to make a Twitch extension? Maybe. I don't know. I think it's useful to just provide the data and the insights to people as a, as a thing. So, big reveal. Who is your highest value chatter or user in chat? So what I started to do was think about what are the dimensions? Like, if I know how long someone is present in my chat for, what can I compute from that? And basically, there's 3 things I can compute from that. I can compute a presence time in minutes, right? And because I also know how long the streams are, I can basically end up with a table that looks like this. I'm going very fast now, I'm very sorry. I'm happy to cover this in another stream next week in more detail. But basically, if I have a stream, I have for each chatter, I have how long the stream was. That's the same for all of them, everyone. But there's a presence minutes. So for example, in this stream, if I go to here, Ian Alex Hart, 16 was the stream duration. This was a very short stream. I think it was a mistake. And Ian was there for 9 of those minutes. Very impressive, right? Some people were there for all of those minutes. Now, if you compute that into a number, into a percentage, then you get this final frame here. And I'm just going to show you this for a second before I do the last bit. And this is what it looks like. You've basically got a chatter. You have the number of streams in percentage that they've been present in. So I have a total of 24 streams, although I think I need to change that number now, because now, including today, it's actually 25. But basically, you have 25 streams that they could have been present in chat, right? And this person was present in 4% of those streams. It's already a percentage. And then I have the minimum and maximum duration and the average duration of their presence in percent. These are all percentages, not minutes. So everybody is on the same playing field, right? It's all percentages. And based on that, we can compute a kind of engagement score. So I thought about making an engagement score like this. I take the number of streams as a percentage, because that's kind of like the weighted. Ooh, nice. 7.96. That's very low drop, actually. So I have the number of streams that you've been in. So the more streams you've been in as a percentage, the higher your score. The more you're here, the more your score, right? Just makes sense to me. Times the max minus the min duration. This is to smooth out people who were in chat for one stream for a very long time, and in very few streams for very little, for example. It's just to smooth things out. Times the average duration. This is just like a fake engagement. We don't have much time, so we're going to reveal the answer. If I compute this engagement score and I order by 6 descending. We're just gonna do chatter, and this is the reveal. Congratulations, Rugmat. You are officially, according to this algorithm, the most engaged user of my stream. Followed very closely by Finite Singularity, and followed very closely behind that by Yoast. Now, of course, there are other bots in here too. There are bots in here that we would have to discard. The reason why stream elements and stuff like that are not always there is because they somehow leave your chat in between and stuff like that. Do you get a prize, Rugmat? You get all of my endearing love. White Panther, you want to know what position you are? You are position 17. So this is just an example. This doesn't mean that this is a final formula. It just means that this is an example, and of course you could take this and you could import it into something like Excel and do some amazing, do some like really cool analytics on it. Oh.
What is this? It's Microsoft Excel.
Oh! I thought I would reveal it for you, Rugmat, as a present. And thank you, Exegete, for that gift sub. That was truly amazing. But unfortunately, friends, we have to wrap up. It is time. It is time. Rugmat, thank you very much for being the top engaged according to this list. Twitchbot that lets you check your engagement rank when? I don't know. Maybe soon? I don't know. It is time to raid. Exactly. Goodbye, everybody. It's been amazing. We're going to go raid out into Metal and Coffee.
Headbang metal and 19 headbang metal and 19 headbang metal and
That's
19
correct.
headbang metal and 19 headbang.
Exactly. We're going to raid out into Metal and Coffee. Thank you to all of the new subscribers and gifted subs from today. Rugmat, Lycan, That Noob, Jords, Right Join is the best join, Rick, STI, Toefrog, Defines, Time is nearly over. Yeah, it's true, time is nearly over. Bendy Myers, Baby Corn, Manny Moki, Finite Singularity, and Splashly. And to all of my new followers, thank you so much. Cheddev, Adrian Acosta, Furl, Ikos, Johnny, Ollie, Latjor, Texas, DC, Prodders for Testing, Thundering Typhoon, MDS Ubuntu, Matt Blue, Irish John Games, Rascal 2, Adlaha, Earl George, and to everyone who threw bits my way, Rugmat and Straight Rogue and Jay Barty and White Panther. Thank you so much for that support. It's been lovely. Thank you for the raid, Exegete. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful further enjoyment of the Raidathon. Please show all the love to Metal and Coffee that you can. Special thank you to my patrons, Mike, Shoban, and Taylor for your support as well. And see you all next week. Bye!